Hey, what's up guys, Space Edge here, back with some more Genshin Impact and back with my meme build series, where we take a character and give them a build that they're really not supposed to have. Or in this case, trying to make a underpowered character like Thoma viable. So as you guys voted in my poll in my YouTube community tab, you guys seem to really want me to do main DPS Thoma as one of my meme builds. So that's what we'll be doing in today's video, trying to make Thoma viable as a DPS. I'm thinking of going in two ways of this. I'm thinking trying to do like physical Thoma, then I'm also going to plan on like doing like pyro Thoma with like Crimson Witch and whatnot. We'll do both in today's video. But I think for starters, I think we'll start off with physical Thoma first because I do want to use his auto attacks mostly. Okay, so my Thoma right now is at C2. I don't have any more constellations for him. Yeah, C6 would have been really helpful for physical Thoma, but I don't have that right now, so I'll just have to deal with it. Not to mention his talents are 666 as of right now. I'm not sure if I'll be raising any of them in today's video, but we'll see. Now Thoma's mainly supposed to be used as a shielder, that's why you're supposed to stack like HP onto him and all that stuff. But we're gonna be solely focusing on his damage, not so much his HP, because I don't think he's really that good as a tank. We also have a bunch of weapon options for Thoma in today's video. We have a Crescent Pike for like his physical build, maybe Blackcliff Pole for that crit damage. Maybe we can use the catch for like his bursts and whatnot to like try and get his bursts to like do a lot of damage. Then we also have Jade Spear if we need extra crit rate. Then Dragon's Bane if I want to do like vaporizes and stuff. So yeah, we have a lot of good options here in terms of weapons. Alright, first off, his physical build. Okay, so I'm thinking we do like 2-piece Pale Flame, 2-piece Bloodstained. I'm thinking that's what we'll go with. Because the 4-piece for Thoma isn't really that helpful because you really can't use his skill twice because his skill has a 15-second cooldown and there's no way to like reset it because there's no sacrificial spear or anything like that. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. 2-piece Bloodstained, 2-piece Pale Flame. We'll just quickly steal these pieces off of Razor and Xinyan. I also have this physical damage Goblet, which has 12 crit rate, which I'm definitely going to use. And then I think I'll just steal one of these pieces off of either Eula or Xinyan. I'll steal Eula's piece for now. That's an okay crit damage ratio, but it could go higher. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to take Eula's piece with a 14% crit rate feather. Jeez. Still can't believe I have that. Then we'll swap to the crit damage helmet for Thoma. And that's somewhat decent for crit rate, crit damage ratio. I think I'll stick with the 1 to 2 crit rate, crit damage ratio, the 60 and the 125. I think that's just best for now. Maybe I'll change it a bit when I equip Jade's Wing Spear and also Blackcliff Pole. But for now, we're gonna stick with my R4 Crescent Pike. Now onto the team section. This is the team I've built for physical Thoma. Obviously Rosaria here for applying Cryo. Fischl here for applying Electro for the Superconduct, and Benny's here because Benny's busted, as well as Pyro Resonance between Thoma and Bennett will give Thoma even more attack. I think that's what we'll go with, unless there are better options. Alright, I suppose without further ado, let us go test physical Thoma's damage on like a random mob or something. Luckily, I have these bounties saved up for like testing purposes. Okay, so invulnerable to Pyro, decrease defense when hit by a plunging attack. That's perfectly fine. We're not going to use Thoma's Pyro attacks anyways. Alright, so quickly we'll start off with this. Benny, Rosaria, Fischl, and then just attack away Thoma. Okay, 3Ks, 9K on the final hit. That's not bad at all. Come back here, coward. Why'd you step out of my Benny circle? Okay, so without Benny boost, it seems like he's just doing basic 2Ks. Oh, there's a 4K over there. Okay, so some pretty decent damage right now. Well, decent in terms of Thoma's, like, status. Alright, 4K. 2K, 2K. Ow, oh shoot, and I got my Thoma killed. Okay, that was a horrible start. 2K on a critical, as well as Thoma dying. That is not a good start, really. Hopefully we can get some better numbers with these enemies. Okay, it's a ruined enemy, so I don't think I'll be doing much damage to this one, so I'll just quickly go ahead and skip it. Maybe we should test it on like normal mobs first, instead of bounties. And okay, Kairagi, so maybe this, maybe I can do more damage to this enemy.
Going in! Yeah! Punishment! By royal decree.
Alright, let's go. Alright, 6k per strike, 10k. There's a 10k right there. Okay, so that's good.
Check this out.
Ow, oh Jesus. Yeah, Toma's not too tanky right now. But that's still pretty impressive though, 10k on a strike. Let's go to this Mirror Maiden over here and like test Toma's damage against normal mobs. Because I do know bounties like have like higher defense or whatnot.
Shiver.
Alright, Rosaria, Fischl, then Toma goes ham.
Transgression.
Okay, yep, a 10k right there, so definitely not too bad in terms of damage. Although I do think Rosaria and Fischl were doing most of the work there. Actually, what am I doing? Let's go ahead and test it on our good old training buddy. Good old Masanori over here. Okay, so instead of Crescent Pike, we're gonna go and give him the Blackcliff Pole for now, why not? Just to see if his damage increases or not. Okay, so 60 to 180. I definitely think we can go a bit more on the crit rate there. Actually, you know what? We'll stick with the 60 crit rate.
How about we
10k? 18k? Another 18k, that's... Okay, now we're seeing some good results. So, how about with the charge attack without, like, Superconduct or Benny's buff? 9k, that's not bad at all. Wow. Okay, so yeah, Blackcliff is definitely better instead of Crescent Pike, that's for sure. Let me go ahead and switch back to Crescent Pike and just charge attack with it. See if like Crescent Pike is truly inferior to Blackcliff. Yeah, 10k on the final hit, 17k on the charge. So yeah, Blackcliff slightly better. Maybe Crescent Pike will be really good if I R5'd it. I got the passive like maxed out, yeah, with 40% extra damage. But for now, it seems like Blackcliff is superior. Alright, so now, let's test the last weapon in the Physical Toma section, the Primordial Jade Winged Spear. This one gives a lot of crit rate, as well as the attacks go up as he deals more and more hits. And then he deals more damage when he gets 7 stacks. Could be good for him. Okay, so that's some pretty good substats, but we could definitely strive for a little bit more crit damage. Okay, so I think this might be the best I can do, 70 to 140. Obviously, the crit damage isn't as high as with the Blackcliff Pole, but I'm hoping the passive of the Winged Spear is enough to surpass the damage of the Blackcliff Pole. Alright, let's give it a shot. Wow, 10k already, jeez. I haven't even started, like, building up the stacks yet. I think the stacks are, like, at maximum now. But jeez, he was, like, doing 10k already. Like, at the start. This is... Okay, he doesn't have Superconducts. Let's see his damage normally. Ow, Jesus. Masanori's doing a bunch of damage to me. Okay, so 4k on a crit per strike, which is pretty good. Definitely more than Blackcliff and Crescent Pike, because I think they were like doing 3k per strike. Alright, let's try with all the buffs at once. 10k already. 18,300? Wait, did I see a 19k there? Hold up. Okay, I'll have to try that one more time, because I think I saw a 19k in there. 17k, 18k, 19. That was definitely a 19k in there, and Masanori just killed me. But yeah, that was definitely a 19k in there, which is definitely better than the Blackcliff and the Crescent Pike in terms of physical damage. All right, one more time for the big count. 10k on the final hit. 18k, 19k, 19k again.
Stop it!
And now the Benny Burst is over, it's, yeah, back to normal. This is some pretty good damage, at least. So yeah, I guess, yeah, Jade Wing Spear is definitely the best out of all the weapons for Physical Toma. I mean, right, it is a 5-star weapon. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Primordial Jade Winged Spear is the best Physical Toma weapon of them all. I gotta say though, those are pretty good numbers for his talent level, his normal attack being at level 6. Imagine the numbers he could do if I actually, like, brought this up to, like, 8 or whatever. But I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. So let's go ahead and move on to the Pyro DPS Toma build now. So I think I'll give him like Crimson Witch and whatnot. I'm not sure if I'll give him like 4-piece. Maybe I'll give him 4-piece and maybe I'll try some other sets like 2-piece Pyro like and 2-piece Glad or 2-piece Pyro, 2-piece Wanderers if I want to do like Vaporize or Melt or whatnot. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so let me just get the artifacts in order here. Alright, so 12 crit rate. That's definitely a good flower right there. More crit rate, why not? Oh, I don't have a good Pyro Sands right now. Oh, and I don't have a good Pyro Goblin either. Ooh, so 4-piece Crimson Witch. Might not be the best right now. Alright, it seems I have to do some grinding in order to get this 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flame, so hopefully I get a good piece here. A geo damage bonus on a Crimson Witch set, unfortunately, but we did get a really good feather here, so maybe I'll level that up later. And looks like there's more of your trash around here. I don't think these, are gonna really work out for me. I've been grinding for a good Crimson Witch Sands piece for ages now, and I still haven't got one, so maybe I have to give up on that for now. Alright, so actually leveling up that feather actually did me some good. It got me 13 crit rate, but only like 7% crit damage. I wasn't able to get a good Sands, fortunately, so we're gonna have to stick with the 2-piece Crimson Witch and then like 2-piece something else. At least for now, anyways. For now, we'll test out Toma's like raw damage. So I'm thinking 2-piece Crimson Witch or 2-piece Vermilion or Echoes or Gladiator. We'll also need a good Pyro damage bonus goblet, so we'll just pick one off from here real quick. Yeah, we'll just do Yoimiya's one for now. Then we'll grab one of these Gladiator Sands. Actually, you know what? We will also take Yoimiya's Echoes set, like over here. Because this one has pretty good crit damage and a good crit rate on it. And this one has a good crit damage on it. So let's look at the stats now. 50 to 148. That's not bad, but we could definitely go a bit higher on the crit rates. Actually, we'll swap back because this Gladiator set has a 12 crit rate on it on a crit damage circlet. So I'll use this. I'll just borrow it from Shao real quick. And then we'll choose just one of these crappy Gladiator Sands. They're not as good, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Now, how are we looking? 60 to 130. Okay, I think that might be a bit better in terms of crit rate to crit damage ratio. Alright, and as for the party for Pyro DPS Toma, I'll still bring in Rosaria because I want to do melts and whatnot. I'll still bring in Bennett because Bennett's just, overpowered. Then I'll bring in Sucrose this time to like swirl Pyro as well as increase the elemental mastery that Toma has. I would use Kazuha if I had him, but I don't. Hopefully he has a rerun banner in 2.8 so I can finally add him to this account. And since I'm using Dragon's Bane on Toma, I might swap out Rosaria for like Kokomi or something like that. Like halfway through just to see if Toma does more on Melt or Vaporize using Dragon's Bane. So since this is Pyro DPS Toma, we're obviously going to rely a lot on his skill and burst, so we're going to be testing those out. Obviously since it's an EM weapon, it obviously would do more on like Melt and Vaporizes. But we'll see its raw damage for now. Okay, a good 5,900, sorry.
Check this out.
Ooh, and a good 7,000 there. Wow. Not impressive in terms of like other character skills, but still, it's good. Right now I'm just trying to generate Toma's burst just so I can use it. One of Toma's biggest disadvantages is his high energy cost for whatever reason.
Don't get too close.
I don't know why they decided to make it 80.
I got you covered.
Alright, so let's test that. It's okay, it's 3k per strike. That's not bad.
Fire it up.
And yeah, 7k on the skill. So far it's just okay in terms of damage right now. Alright, so next we're gonna swirl Pyro, like with the VV buff from Sucrose, and see how much damage is increased by then.
Yeah.
Don't get too close.
Okay, I get 9k there on the VV buff. Okay, so now let's try it with Benny Boost.
Stand.
Okay, 11k, not bad.
Supporting fire.
Let's try the ult with Benny Boost. Okay, so now it's like 5k per strike. Does his burst snapshot? I believe it does. Oh wait, no, never mind, I'm doing 3k now. So let's try it on a melt now. 16k, not bad. Probably because he has such high EM, that's probably why the damage is so high. Okay, we're about to lose to Masanori again, so I'll just let the timer run out. Then we'll test all 3 buffs at the same time. Benny Boost, Swirl, Apply Cryo, Melt. Okay, it did not crit, that's unfortunate. Let's try his burst though, 25k on the initial strike, okay. That's doing a bunch of 4ks, I see a 12k in there, that's pretty good. Okay, now we're going back to the basic 3ks and whatnot. Let's try and do that again. And hopefully Toma crits this time. And Toma strike. 42k, not bad at all. And now the burst. Alright, doing good, some good 7ks. Okay, now back to 4k, and now back to 3k. Alright, so not bad by any means. Yep, another 42k. This EM is definitely helping. So that was some pretty good damage. 42k on the skill, which is not bad all things considered. Okay, so now we'll swap Rosaria for Kokomi, just so we can see his damage with Vaporize. I'm also gonna go ahead and give Kokomi Thrilling Tail so that we can boost Thoma's damage. Try it again. Swirl, Pyro, Hydro, Strike. 41k. Okay, so just slightly less than the melt damage.
Don't get too close.
Yep, 41k seems to be like his best right now.
Rest and rebuild.
Alright, and he did a 22k there without Benny's boost. So that's still pretty good damage. Okay, so now I want to test something. I want to do like Thoma's burst, then I'm going to switch to Kokomi and do her burst, and see if I can like vaporize every hit of Thoma's burst.
Supporting fire.
Torrent, bring refuge.
Okay, let's do this. Alright, 10k on the vaporize, 8k. 3k, back to 3ks. 7k, not bad. 3k again. Man, doesn't seem to be vaporizing all that often. I feel like more of Kokomi's hits are vaporizing than Thoma's. Which is weird, all things considered. Because Kokomi should be applying Hydro like really fast, shouldn't she?
I'm going in.
Oh, whatever. Let's try this again.
Here's backup.
Covenant of the deep. Rest and rebuild.
Alright, 12k, 48k, 48k, or 4.8k, I should say. Okay, it doesn't seem to like vaporize very often, even though Kokomi should be applying a Hydro really, really fast. But I guess for whatever reason, Thoma's burst refuses to vaporize. So, well, I guess there you have it, folks. The highest damage we got on Dragon's Bane Thoma is the 42k on his melt with Rosaria. So yeah, I believe it's time we swap the weapons now. So we done Dragon's Bane, so let's move on to the catch to like maximize his burst damage. We're also gonna swap his sets here around a little bit. What we can do instead is 2-piece Crimson Witch and then 2-piece Wanderers for the more Elements of Mastery. Because it seems like Thoma will be more capable of doing like vaporizes and whatnot, as opposed to actual damage. Okay, decent crit rate to crit damage ratio, but I want more crit rate. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. His HP, his max HP, like increases his burst damage, so maybe I'll go for HP as a substat. Okay, 75 to 100 seems okay for the most part. Maybe I wanna try and up the crit damage a little bit though. Oh yeah, I have this 27 crit damage flower I'm not using, so might as well put that in Thoma. That's much better. 63 to 132. And his energy recharge isn't too bad either, so we can use it with the catch perfectly. Alright, so now let's test our catch Thoma on Masanori. I believe his regular hits should do about the same. 6k, okay. A bit less, probably because I removed the Gladiator set.
Fire it up.
8k on the VV buff. Alright, Benny buff. Swirl, Kokomi buff, Vaporize. Okay, 14k on the non-crit. I would like to see what that damage actually does when the crit actually happens.
Don't get too close.
30k, okay, so much less than the Dragon's Bane. Probably because he has less Elemental Mastery. Alright, let's see that burst damage though.
Stand clear.
Alright, so Swirl,
I got you covered.
then we'll just attack away. Okay. 4.8k. Better than the 3k he was doing before. Oh wait, no, this... Oh, now there's a 3k. Wait.
Animal test
It's,
6308.
okay, so it's like
Yeah.
3,700 now, for some reason.
Clear.
I guess his burst didn't improve that much. Okay, so let's try that again, but with the full buffs this time.
Check this out. Here's
23k, okay.
Billowing surge.
17k on the burst strikes, okay. Pretty good. 4k. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be vaporizing as much. Is it because of internal cooldown or whatever? I'm not sure. Okay, that's a 6k on the vaporize. Alright, let's try the burst one more time.
Rest and rebuild.
4k, 4k, 6k. So it seems to be doing maximum 6k on the vaporize. Okay, so let's try with melt this time. Let me put Rosaria back on the team. And try it one more time, but this time with the melt comp.
Here's backup.
Ooh, some good 7ks in there. 7k, 7k. Okay, so 5k now since the Benny boost is gone. And back to the basic 3ks. Okay, so his damage was decent for the most part. He definitely did way less damage than Dragon's Bane with the catch. His burst damage was definitely higher though, but only by slightly, like without any of the buffs. But I think it did like a crap ton of damage when it melted or vaporized though, so there's a plus right there. But yeah, overall I don't think catch is like the best for Pyro DPS Toma. So let's move on to a different weapon. Alright, let's move on to Blackcliff Pole now and give him a bunch of crit damage. Alright, so it's 163 to 187 into the crit rated crit damage ratio, so yeah, it's just a raw damage, crit damage from the Blackcliff Pole we really care about. So let's go ahead and test it.
Check this out.
49k, not bad. 29k on the Melt's initial hit of the burst. And now his burst is doing 3,900 damage. Yeah, I don't think I can like vaporize Toma's burst that often because I don't have a Hydro or Cryo attacker that can attack that fast to like melt or vaporize his burst. Still pretty good though.
Don't get too close.
All right, 7,900. So I think that's like the highest damage we've gotten in his skill without any buffs so far. All right, let's test it once again at full potential.
Absorption test. Judgment. Lights out.
Fire it up.
49k. I believe that's the highest damage we got so far, if I'm not mistaken. Well, 16k on the melt there. Did you see that? Jeez. Alright, and then it's going back to 3,900. Man, if Toma's hits like vaporized every time or melted every time, he would be viable as like a sub DPS, like a Pyro Sing-Chu or something like that. But nope, Hoyoverse has got to do them dirty. But no, Hoyoverse just had to do them dirty. Alright, so I believe that's enough testing the Blackcliff Pole. So far, I believe it's like the best of the 3 weapons we tested so far. It's better than Dragon's Bane and it's better than the catch. Which leaves our final weapon, the Primordial Jade Winged Spear, which I believe is going to do the best. Okay, so it increases our crit rate by a lot, so we can sacrifice some crit rate for crit damage here. That's good, 62 to 170. Okay, so it's not as much as the Blackcliff Pole, but it does have a higher base stack and the passive as well, so I'm hoping it does more damage in that regard. Alright, let's give it a shot. Good on Masanori, one more time. Alright, first strike, 45k. Okay, so I believe... Wow, that's like very, very low. Like that's way lower than the Blackcliff Pole. Alright, let me try to get all the stacks with the Jade Winged Spear.
Don't get too close.
10, oh geez, 10k. I think that's with like max stacks on the Winged Spear. But still, that's not bad though.
Fire it up.
Yep, 10k on the initial hit. Not bad at all. Let's try it with all the buffs now. Benny, Sucrose, Rosaria, melt him. He did not crit, but let's try his burst. 32k, 24k. Jeez. Jesus, absolutely murdered Masanori there. Alright, let's try that one more time just to see the numbers for real. Okay, so yeah, without any of the buffs, he does only 4,500 damage.
Don't get too close.
Oh, geez, 52k. Okay, so that's definitely the highest number we had so far.
You can't run.
I mean, what'd you expect, right? Of course, the 5-star weapon's gonna be better than the 4 stars. The 4 stars did come close, though.
Check this out. I got you covered.
Oh, geez, and then, yeah, 30k on the burst, like, on activation, and then did, like, 24k on, like, one of the strikes. So that's definitely good. One more time, I want to see that 52k damage again. I guess the main problem with this Toma is that you have to auto-attack with him a bit in order to, like, build up the stacks. And this is not physical Toma, so he's not going to do a whole lot of damage here.
Fire it up.
Yep, there we go. There's that 52k again. Alright, now let's test out his burst at full potential.
I got you covered.
We'll attack the Sucrose just so we keep, like, melting. 79k, 17k, 13k, okay, 5k. 5k seems to be, like, the normal amount of damage it does. Yep, 5k, so automatically better than all the other weapons. I believe we have a winner. Yeah, the Winged Spear wins it all. I mean, who was surprised, honestly? Maybe I should have started the Winged Spear from the beginning, and not bother testing on the other weapons. Who knows?
Check this out.
And 52k on the on his skill alone, and that's only at skill level 6, by the way, for both his burst and his elemental skill. So it could definitely go higher if I choose to upgrade him a bit. But there you have it, guys. DPS Toma for both physical and pyro damage. It's no surprise in both showcases the Winged Spear did the best because it was a 5-star weapon, but I still deemed it worthy to show the other weapons in case, you know, some of you guys want to like try out like an F2P DPS Toma or something like that. While he's definitely not like endgame viable, he's still pretty fun to play overall. If his shield actually worked, I bet he would be like way more viable, and if his burst did more damage, he would also be way more viable. But Hoyoverse just kind of stepped down on like both fronts, for both his shielding and his damage. So now he's just, yeah, not a great character in endgame. But he's still viable though if you build him right and put a lot of investment into him. He definitely could improve if you have like the right characters. Like for example, if you had Kazuha somewhere around you, I bet you can increase his damage even more. If you had like a Cryo or Hydro auto attacker like Ayaka or Ayato, his burst would probably like melt on every hit. So yeah, those are ways you can like improve his damage, but for me, I can't improve his damage right now because I don't have those characters in this account. But yeah, overall, you can make physical or pyro DPS Toma work. You just need to put a lot of investment into him. But anyways guys, that about does it for my Toma main DPS showcase for both physical and pyro. I feel like he definitely did better on the pyro side of things because there's not a lot you can do about it to like improve it and whatnot other than superconduct and Benny boost and whatnot. But pyro DPS Toma definitely has a lot of options available for him, so yeah. Pyro DPS Toma overall wins in both the DPS compartments, but I suppose he's more of a sub DPS than a main DPS, considering you can only use his skill like once every 15 seconds. Still, I would argue that we somewhat make Toma viable as a DPS, or a sub DPS, or whatever. We made him viable in some way in this video, and that's exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Oh, you know what I just thought of? If I C6 my Bennett, he could probably do a lot more damage. But I don't think I'm gonna be ready to C6 Benny anytime soon. But when the day comes that you can disable constellations, then maybe I'll revisit this meme build showcase. But anyways guys, that about does it for today's meme build showcase for Toma. I love making these types of videos because it takes a character that I rarely ever play and I actually play them. And then yeah, I just have a really fun time doing so, just playing as them. Playing as characters that I would normally never use at all. So leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this meme build showcase and want to see some more. Leave a comment down below, let me know what I could have improved in this main DPS Toma showcase. Or what other meme builds you want to see me do in the future. Like maybe I'll try in like a main Amber or Yanfei or Lisa. Or try and make a main DPS Kujosaurus or stuff like that. Or just make a weird and wacky build, like make Swirl Xiao for some reason. Or like Burst DPS Aloy, or Burst DPS Xinyan and whatnot. Just trying to make these underutilized characters like viable in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, leave a comment down below and let me know what character you want me to do next, and what build you want me to give them. And also subscribe today if you want to see some more videos from me. I of course will be continuing this meme build series sometime in the future when I get more ideas to do so. I'm also planning on pulling for Cookie Shinobu when the Ito's rerun banner rolls around, as well as doing Cookie Shinobu's hangout event when it comes out as well. There's also the Arataki drum event, which I have not done yet. I'm waiting till all the days are out to like fully play out the quests. So yeah, if you want to see me play any of those events or quests in the future, be sure you subscribe today so you don't miss a video from me. And with all that said guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.